able to pinpoint who you heathen nations are, man, and chiefly who you so-called white people are, which are the biblical Edomites. All right, go ahead.
This is
Yep.
Hebrews chapter 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person,
Yeah, outside of the temple. All right.
as Esau,
Yeah, you're the most vile person on the earth, man. You're the lowest, despicable, nastiest, filthiest thing here, man. You're lower than shit. Okay. Go ahead, Doc.
who for one morsel of meat
Raw meat, which we're gonna get back into. Go ahead.
sold his birthright.
Yeah, he sold his birthright to our forefather Jacob, man. Cause why? Because ultimately it always belonged unto us, man. The Lord just had everything play out a certain way, just so things can go the way He always planned it to be from the foundations, man. It had to play out. Just like we had to go into captivity, that had to play out. All right. Just like when we got the land of Canaan, which ultimately belongs to us, which is the land of Israel today. That had to play out going back to the days of Noah, you know, when his son Ham looked on the nakedness of Noah, man. All right, and Noah put a curse on him, which that curse befell his son Canaan, man.
He put a curse on Canaan.
Yes, like it. He put a curse on Canaan, and that curse befell Canaan, and worked out for our benefits. What? Put for the Lord to give us the commandment to put these Canaanites to death and take their land, man.
That's right. Take our land back.
Yeah, which ultimately belong to us. All this ultimately belongs to us, man.
That's
And
right.
that's what we're telling you. We're coming back into our rightful ownership, man. You know? Yeah.
This is Amos chapter 1 and 11.
Oh, matter of fact, hold that real fast, finish that, and then we're going to get into that.
No problem.
But it had more in that Hebrews 12.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep. That's good, brother.
Lines up, with the story.
Yep.
This is Hebrews 12 and 17. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected.
Yeah, he was rejected. So ultimately, it wasn't set up for you to have the blessing. The Lord just gave it to you to hold so it can be taken from you. All right? So prophecy can be fulfilled, man.
Yep, the fatness of the earth.
Yep.
How the Lord temporarily gave it to the so-called white man. All right, but Jacob is going to take it back from him, man.
The same man who gave it to you, Isaac, which is who? Yahweh Shai.
That's
He
right.
gave you the sword so you can destroy yourself with it, man.
That's right.
For he, it says, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Yeah, so there's no repentance for the so-called white man, you Edomites, okay? It's not in there. It's not in the scriptures, man. All right? You can bend and break it and lie all you want, yet the truth is the truth. You Edomites are not going to be saved. This is your salvation right here. All right? This is your heaven. All right? And it's at a close. It's at an end. All right? You finish on that? Yeah. Go ahead. Hop back into there. So there's no repentance for you Edomites. And that's what we're here to tell you. It's judgment. Straight condemnation. All right? Go ahead.
That's back in Genesis 25 and 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die.
Yeah, so Jacob won up him because Jacob wanted the birthright, man. He understood the significance of that birthright, all right? Really, Esau always despised the birthright, you know? So Jacob said, you know what? I'll give it to you, but only let me get your birthright. We make a deal, okay? Esau was bitching and moaning, all right?
You know what that means?
I'm about to die. You know, this is
It means,
basically how a bitch is when
he is
she's
hired.
hungry. Oh, she get an attitude.
Why you
she
think
get all bitchy.
it's
all
Shah's
right?
name then?
She can't
The
think
Mexicans
straight. She
work.
crying and moaning.
That's all they do,
That's
right?
Esau. He came in the
That's a
spirit of a
Roman
bitch
omen.
boy. Go ahead, Art.
The Lord gave you,
And what
gave you that
profit
name.
shall this
and
birthright
it's
do to
spirit.
me?
See, he's despised. He looked at it as unprofitable, man. Go ahead.
It's prophecy, man.
And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore to him.
Yeah, so Jacob made him make an oath, man. Give me your birthright and I'll give you this raw meat.
Esau low, man.
You low. This is hey, what's wrong with you devils? We're clearly reading out the storyline. Jacob didn't trick you, man. It was a clear deal.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like the Elder Wamba brought out that the brother Pashai told him, hey, basically, Rebecca knew that the elders should serve the younger.
Yep. She was spiritual because women are spiritual, okay? They're not as spiritual as you think, all right? But certain women, they have like some sort of spiritual sense to them. She knew Esau wasn't right, man.
Yeah, the angel, didn't have the angel come to her?
Yeah.
Angel came to her and told her. The Lord solidified that in the woman. Okay.
He told her through Isaac, the man, you know, because Rebecca inquired of what was going on in her womb, you know, of the two children, you know.
And that was the prophecy that was told to her.
What was the law? You supposed to a woman's supposed to ask her husband?
Yeah, it's all ordered.
Yeah, it's
you know?
ordered.
Yeah, so it was all set up through the Spirit anyway for us to, you know, to get that birthright. It was ours, you know. It belongs to us. It belongs to the righteous.
Yeah, that's what we're telling. That's what we're telling you, devils, man. We're getting back what really all belongs to us. The rulership, you, all right, the whole earth. We don't want America's going to be destroyed, man. This place is through, all right. You know. It's along with you devils, man, because this represents your stronghold. Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead, Doc. Continue.
And Jacob said, "Swear to me this day," and he swore to him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils.
Yeah, so it was a fair deal, you know. Go ahead, Doc.
And he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
Yeah, you despise me. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, Esau, he ate and that was it. He didn't even say thank you. This nigga just got up and just walked out. Like, you know what I mean? After all that, like, Jacob, let me get that pottage.
Yeah, he didn't miss that birthright, man.
Yeah, then he traded his birthright. He sat down, ate, and got up and left. All right, that just shows you the characteristics of the damn devil, man. The so-called white man.
Yep.
All right, and you guys are grimy. You guys don't care, man. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. Though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, this brother had, oh yeah, you finished it, but this brother had a question.
Oh, go ahead.
So I was reading about how the black Hebrew Israelites were the original Jews.
Well, it's so-called black, you know, because that's a negative term that the so-called white man puts on our people, puts on us, you know, to demonize us. Because when you look into the word black, it means void of light, all right, intending to do harm, evil, basically negative terms, all right. With the so-called white man uses wordplay, his deception, his witchcraft to play on the minds of the people by demonizing the real Israelites who you're looking at. May I ask, what's your ethnicity?
Mexican.
Mexican. So you would be of the tribe of Issachar. You know, you're Israelite. Okay, that's a name that was given unto you by the so-called white man, Mexican. Your real name is Issachar. All right. What? Yashashkar?
Yeah, kind of.
Yashashkar. He is hired. You know?
Yeah, we're Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah,
black.
but you go ahead and ask a question though.
Yeah.
And are you guys aware about the Rockefeller family?
Yeah.
Yeah, how did they come into power, and as well as the Rothschild family?
Yeah, that's
The Zionists.
Yeah, we call them the wicked elites on the left-hand side. You know, they're the Edomites. Okay, they're the Edomites of the Bible, which we're going into. All right. They know that their forefathers go back to Esau.
That's why the name.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's why the name is Rothschild, because it means red child.
Because at first their original name was the Bauer. When you look into that word Bauer, it means basically a servant or a peasant. So what? They eventually changed their names to the Rothschild, red child. You know, claiming what? Claiming their real nationality.
Well, you had Meyer Amschel Bauer, who was a money changer in Frankfurt, Germany.
Yep.
Okay. This is all the creation of what you would call the Illuminati, the elite banking families. They changed their name to Rothschild, which is red child. Okay, and they were into banking. They were into lending money on interest.
Federal Reserve.
Okay, the Federal Reserve was all set up by the so-called Jew.
Yep.
Okay, they were able to go and capture power by setting up these banks, by setting these world reserves, these world banks. Okay, these different federal banks, and then they start lending to governments. Okay, so once you lend to a government, you have them. You can change their laws. They're indebted unto you.
He had a saying. He said, I can look it up. He's basically saying he don't care who has power. Basically, give me power over the money, and I care not who makes the laws.
Yep.
You got something?
Yeah, if I say this too, like, look at this right here. Like, where does this picture come from, right? This is like Pope Alexander's 16, right?
The sixth of Rome.
Sixth,
Yeah, the sixth, yep.
son, right there. How they got their money, how they get to the papacy, it was usury, banking. You know, in Scripture says you're not supposed to lend money with interest. You're supposed to lend money.
To your brother. The law is that another Israelite, you're not supposed to lend with usury, but we can lend to the other nations with usury.
Yep.
Just like the so-called white man, we're under usury right now, man. Everything you buy is a tax on. He's increasing the taxes, okay? Even though so-called Trump said that he got cut taxes, okay, for single families, all right, for corporations. You're under tributary. That's how the elites, banking families rose in the power. Ultimately, if you go into Romans, the 9th chapter, the Lord, he raised up the so-called white man.
Yeah.
He raised him up to show his power, okay?
If I may add, the so-called Jews, if you want to find them in the Bible, they're the fake Jews. They're the Amalekites in the Bible. You know, one of the sons of Esau. That's what their line goes back to. You know, the Amalekites. Just like your line goes back to Issachar, and then you know, my tribe, I go back to Levi. All right, and then this brother, he's a Judite. All right, but the fake Jews, their line goes back to one of Esau's son, which is Amalek in the Bible.
Yeah, that's it. They're the nation of Esau, Edom, and the tribe of Amalek. You know, what the brother is telling you.
You see, because the so-called white man, hey, there's no, all right, what he did is he said black people, all right, but really we all come from tribes, you know. You know, all 12 of the tribes, we go back to Jacob, you know, we're Israelites, that's our tribe. But then the so-called white man, he said that we're a color. All right, which that word black goes into, you know, a negative term.
God, through the spirit, that's why this whole black and white thing, that was an American invention. That wasn't a European invention. If you were in Europe, you were in the Roman Empire, you know, they would ask you first what your nationality is. They wouldn't care about your skin color, because you know, you already look at these Indians. The Indians look more darker than the brothers. You know, they look purple. You know, some of the Africans, they look fucking purple. You know, so even in the ancient world, they would ask you, all right, what's your nation? They wouldn't care about black and white. You know. All right. Again, that's why I was saying about this nation right here. This was like, this nation came through banking. You know, this was during the Middle Ages. They were able to set up bank usury during the what was it? When they were going,
Renaissance era?
yeah, but when they were going into like the Muslim era.
The Crusades?
The Crusades, yeah. It was done through the Crusades, yeah. This was done through the Crusades, all right? So after that, they were able to get enough money to bid for the papacy, all right? And after that,
Ultimately, they got into it by deception.
Yeah, they got a show on them on HBO Showtime. It's called The Borgias. The first crime family.
Yep.
And when you look into the
Yeah,
word
scripture,
crime,
though.
it goes into crimson, you know, which means red, the devil. Brothers got precept?
This is Amos. This is Amos 1:11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishments thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. All right, so the Lord, he has righteous indignation for the so-called white man, which indignation means righteous anger. All right, because the Lord, he created the so-called white man to be the wicked man, so he can basically, he created the so-called white man to be a whipping stick on our people, because we didn't want to follow the Most High, which is our Father. All right, but then after that, after the whipping is over, all right, he's going to destroy Esau, man. All right, and he's going to use the children which he loves, all right, which are the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians. All right, but that's the reason why we're in America right now, because the Lord is punishing us. All right, we got to serve out our slavery. All right, if you got a social security number, then basically you're a slave underneath the so-called white man. All right, but the Lord, he's about to destroy America. That's what you see. All right, the economy is dropping, the Dow is dropping. All right, so the Lord, he's getting ready to judge. All right, 2/3 of our people, which is the majority of you Israelites. All right, then after that, he's going to judge the so-called white man by destroying his kingdom, or bringing him into slavery. So this is,
Yeah, you let that brother get it for you.
yeah, could you give me Joel chapter 3 and 19? Yeah, so the Lord, he's about to get ready to judge the so-called white man also, man. All right, because you guys can't run from all the atrocities that you've done into our people. All right, you guys finessed us and fandangled us, our people. All right, you guys raped, robbed, and steal throughout history. All right, so the Lord, he's going to recompense you for that. You got that out?
Yep. It's Joel 3 and 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness.
Con. So Egypt, that's not talking about the old Egypt. All right, that's talking about this modern day Egypt. All right, because Egypt is synonymous with Israel's captivity. All right, if you read
Can I recommend a song for you
Deuteronomy,
guys?
where it says that the Lord will bring thee again. In
Deuteronomy 28 and 68, I believe.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 28.
Basically covered.
All right,
You can get Revelation 11:8.
Yeah, Revelation 11:8.
yeah. So the Lord, he brought us into captivity again. That's why Egypt is synonymous with our captivity. All right, us working hardcore labor.
Judgment.
The Megs, man.
I love judgment.
Revelations 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
That's symbolic. It says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets."
Damn.
That's spiritual. Keep going on. Or read that from the top.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street in the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Yeah, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, man. That's talking about America. All right? Hey, Sodom, because they allow homosexuality to run rampant. And Egypt, because it's synonymous with our captivity, because we're still in captivity. Now, you want to go back to Amos chapter 3:19?
Joel 3:19.
Yeah, Joel.
Joel 3:19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness, for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
Yep, because they shed innocent blood in their land. That's talking about when we went through slavery. All right, so the Lord, he said, America is going to be a desolate wilderness. All right, how is the Lord going to destroy this place? All right, by way of thermonuclear warfare. Go ahead.
This Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
That's right. Yep, that's Esau, man. Esau, he broke that law right there, man. All right, so he's going to have to fulfill whatever comes after. All right, he shed innocent blood in that land. All right, and the only way that can be redeemed is by shedding the blood of those who shed the blood. If that makes sense. Esau, you're going to have to pay, basically, man. All right, what goes around comes around.
Another one real quick.
Yep. So America, they're gonna have to feel that blood, man. The so-called white man, you guys are in America. You guys gonna die here in these last days. All right.
Let's talk about karma, right? Hey, karma.
Yep.
Karma's a bitch.
Yep, karma, man.
Get Colossians 3:25.
Yeah, I got it right here. This is 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Yep, it's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation. So the Lord, it's righteous that the Lord is going to destroy this wicked ass kingdom called America. All right, it's righteous that the so-called white man, you guys are going to get put to death. Right. Hey, because you guys are living off the blood of the slaves. You guys are living off the blood of the Northern American Indians, all right? Which are the real Israelites in the Bible. All right, so you guys are walking around all proud and lofty, all right, just so you guys can go get take your poodle, all right, and take your poodle to go get shampooed, all right. And you guys gonna have to pay for all that, man. All right, just so you guys can live comfortably. All right, you guys are living off the backs of the children of Israel. So the Lord, he's gonna bring righteous judgment. All right, meaning you guys are gonna get put to death. And the remnant of your nation, you guys are going to go into hardcore slavery, all right, underneath the children of Israel, all right, because you guys are not betting on these on the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians that come into power, man, all right, but now you guys are seeing that it's starting to be overwhelming, all right, the spirit of Jake is out there, man, all right, hey, we took over every arena that's out there, we took over, all right, the sports, the entertainment, all right. So, go ahead.
And that's why you see Esau now, he's trying to do what? He's trying to seek peace. Because he know that vengeance is on the way. Because the scriptures say it's a righteous thing to recompense them that trouble you. And nobody's ever did nothing back to Esau. He done fucked up the Goops, fucked up you East Indians, you fucking towel heads. All right, he had brought destruction to every nation on the earth, and nobody's touched him. Nobody's touched this devil. So it's about that time of tribulation, that time of vengeance, all right, revengeance, especially for us, all right, the children of Israel, it's about to come on you so-called white people. We gonna get our vengeance on y'all, man.
That's right.
This is Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
And the so-called white man is the proudest out there, and you see that out here clearly as day, man. It could be a bum-ass Edomite that you don't have nowhere to lay your head, and you still proud as hell.
Yep.
Who else? What other nation would be like that except for the so-called white man? He's the only one that has pride. He'll sit there. A bum on the street will sit there and still call you a nigga. He'll say, "At least I'm white," but you don't even have no type of privileges in this society. You're still a vile creature. But that's the pride of Esau. And just like the scriptures say, his mindset is that his kingdom is going to continue on forever. He think that he's going to keep on ruling, but the Lord about to pull the rug from under your feet.
Hey, cause a low-level Edomite, what can they say at the end of the day? At least I'm not a nigger.
That's all they can say.
You know? That's all they can say. He could be low-level as hell, but he could say at the end of the day, at least I'm not a spick, at least I'm not a nigger. Well, you're a fucking Edomite.
Yep, that's the worst thing to be. That's why they don't want to claim that title. The so-called Jews, all right, you rats, all right? You come up here and when we tell you that you're Esau, you don't want to accept that because you know the judgment of Esau. And it tells you in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, he has the worst future judgment out of all the nations because you're going to be exterminated. You're not going to be, it's no remnant of Esau is going to be left after 1,000 years of captivity.
Yeah, Esau, man, hey, you guys did all kind of stuff, man, to the nation of Israel. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. All right, going into how the so-called white man, hey, you guys make unrighteous decrees to try to keep the nation of Israel down. All right, hey, you guys make, you guys are trying to legalize homosexuality. You guys are trying to legalize pedophilia. All right, those are unrighteous decrees, man. All right, saying that a man and another man could get married. All right, so hey, that you guys are pushing that vibration out there. That's falling upon our Israelites, man. All right, you got Israelite, man. That's a straight faggot, man. All right, when really he's supposed to be put to death. All right, so two-thirds of Israel got to get put to death because of Esau, man. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 24 and 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yep, and that's Esau, man. All right, here Esau, they claim that that America, all right, is a land under God. All right, on the dollar bill they say in God we trust. All right, but they don't believe in the Most High. All right, and if they do believe, they don't follow the laws. All right, because if that was so, they wouldn't have the penal code. All right, they will follow strictly out of the scriptures. All right, but Esau, he didn't do that, man. He breaks every single law. All right, he promotes eating pork. All right, and many other abominations, man. All right, so what does that scripture say again? It says, woe meaning destruction. All right, so Esau, you got nothing but destruction coming your way, man. All right, because you guys are the wicked of the earth, man. You guys are the pollution of the earth, man. All right, you guys got to be stopped, because if you guys do not be stopped, if you guys are not stopped, then the whole entire earth will be desolate, man. All right, the whole entire world will be unfruitful, man. All right, the human race will die off. All right, you guys will have homosexuality to run rampant. Nobody will be producing children. It fills up to the so-called white man. All right, but the Lord is not going to let you guys get that far.
Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
Yep.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Yep. So the Lord is shortening these days for the elect's sake. All right, because the scriptures say that hey, if the days wasn't shortened, then there would be none flesh left. Because with the so-called white man ruling, all right, he'll fuck up everything, man. He'll end up blowing up the whole entire world, man. All right, and everybody will be gone. But the Lord, he's not going to let that happen. He's going to shorten the days for the elect's sake. All right, the elect of Israel. All right, the 1/3 of Israel, the small remnant that has the faith, that has the knowledge, and that fears Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, which are the next rulers of the earth, man. They're going to be the next rulers. All right, because nobody's fit to rule the earth other than the children of Israel, man. All right, if you look at the so-called Chinese, all right, which is they're Moabites, they're eating all types of abominations, all right, all types of poison. All right, they're not fit to rule the earth. If you look at every other nation, they're not fit, man. All right, but Israel, we're fit to rule the earth. We got compassion. All right, and we have the capacity, the mental capacity, all right, to deal with people. All right, the only thing that we didn't have at that time was the laws. All right, but now the Lord, he's about to change that. All right, there's going to be a new covenant with the Lord. He's going to put his laws in our inward parts. So therefore, he's not going to do away with us. All right. You got a precept back there?
Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
And that's what Esau did. All right, he took the Lord's covenant in his mouth, saying that, okay, America is a land of God, quote unquote. All right, and these so-called white people, they go to church, all right, but they don't follow none of the laws, man.
Look at the so-called Jew. He's over there in the Heavenly Father's holy land, all right, acting like he's the Lord people, man. But what is he doing, man? Throwing the biggest homosexual parade in the world. Talking about over there eating pig, talking about this kosher pig. All right. You see what they did with the image of the Lord, painted it like unto themselves, a leper's dog. You know?
Yeah, so yeah, they go completely contrary. That's why the scriptures, they pinpoint it, man. All right, could you read that again, Baba Kashan?
But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Yeah, the Lord said, so like they want to break it down?
It's going to go into the next verse. Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. So what do you like? So the so-called, like you were saying, the so-called white man, when he established this land, what did he say? Yeah. That the laws of the land were based off the Bible, but as soon as you go to the court, he doesn't even bring out no scriptures to judge you. He doesn't go according to the scriptures. He judges according to his wicked ass laws. His wicked laws, like it says in Isaiah, woe unto you that
that the Bible speaks.
I'm Christian.
Righteous decrees, because he'll tell you a person, a nigga selling drugs on the street, they'll throw him under the jail. But then the so-called white man,
he's around too.
The main person who's supplying the drugs, he gets slapped on the wrist.
Exactly.
The same thing with all these other companies that you trying to get prescription drugs or whatever. Then years down the road, they'll tell you, oh, if you sell the drugs, you might be able to get in this lawsuit. The so-called white man, he doesn't follow none of the laws in the Bible, but then he's supposed to be establishing this land based off the laws of the Bible.
Well, it goes. If you go back into slavery, all right, did not the scriptures say you're not supposed to have a person hanging? All right, if you execute somebody, all right, they're supposed to, by sundown you're supposed to take the body down. All right, but the so-called white man had Jakes hanging out there, man, for who knows how long, man. All right, just Jakes hanging from trees, man. All right, which, hey, Esau, he's in authority, so he can execute our judgment, but he doesn't even do it right. All right.
Oh, that was it on that.
Okay.
B-O-R-A-H.
Psalms 14 and 1. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good.
Hey, there's none that doeth good, man. All right, because all you so-called you other nations and Esau, the so-called white man, there's none good in you guys, man. All right, you guys are all wicked, all right? Because what is good? Good means following the laws and statutes of the Most High. But who did the Lord give his laws and statutes to? All right, the Israelites, man. All right, so the so-called white man, you guys have no business even being in the church holding the Bible, man.
Hey, well, if I can say this, see the other nations, man, once we get into rulership, just like now, you got the other nations, they follow behind the so-called white man. You know, they come over here, they put off their customs. You know, you have Ishmael here come over here, put off his custom, put on a suit and tie, following behind the so-called white man, you know. So in our kingdom, all right, us being in power, you got those other 16 nations, they're going to follow behind us, all right? So that's what we're going to be doing for 1,000 years, whipping them into shape. But the so-called white man, Habakkuk 2 and 4 right quick, the so-called white man, he can't get with the program, you know? Because this is why.
Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Yeah, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. You know, he's lifted up with pride. You know, and it tells you in Sirach the 10th chapter, the beginning of, just roughly paraphrasing, the beginning of departing from the Heavenly Father, it comes with pride. You know? Read it again.
Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Yeah, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. So a so-called white man, he can't do righteousness. You know? When it says the wicked are estranged from the womb, they go astray as soon as they be born speaking lies. All right, so you got a little pasty devil. You know what I mean? Hey, he's a liar. He's wicked already. All right, fresh out of his wicked ass mother's womb, out of his father's wicked ass loins. You know, the spirit which is in him is not upright. Continue on.
But the just shall live by his faith.
Yeah, but the just, who's the just? Hey, the just is the elect. All right, because we're justified through the blood of Yahweh Shai. We're justified through our faith. All right, the just shall live by his faith. We're justified by our faith in Yahweh Shai. Okay? Yeah, that was it.
Yep. Just going into how Esau's he's not fit to rule the earth. All right. So the Lord, but Esau, he's in power right now, but he's not fit to rule. So that's why the Lord is going to bring Esau down.
Just direct 10.
Could you give me Ezekiel 35 and 5?
Ezekiel 35 and 5, because thou hast have a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Fine. So Esau, he didn't hate blood. All right, when he had rulership, all right, well, how do you think he gained rulership? By way of the sword, all right, by backstabbing, all right, jiving and conniving, all right, stabbing, rape, robbing, and killing, man. All right, poisoning. So Esau, the so-called white man, he did not hate blood. So therefore, since you don't hate blood, the Lord is going to give you a taste of your own medicine, man. All right, he's gonna let you feel that other side of torment, man. All right. Once the elect put you in slavery, all right, like the Aqua's going into 1,000 years of slavery, man. All right. What was that movie where it says 40 years a slave? 12 years a slave. Hey, it's gonna be 1,000 years a slave on you Edomites, man. All right. You ugly ass Edomite women, you guys are gonna be in the fields, man. All right, we're gonna have y'all women in the fields. All right, they gonna be having their whole hair tore up, strands of hair poking out their head. All right. The so-called white woman, she gonna be looking like all my life I had to fight. All right, all these curses gonna fall upon you. Yep, Deuteronomy 37. That's the spirit. Is there anybody got a? Okay. So all these curses are falling on the so-called white man. You can feel it right now. All right, the so-called white man. Hey, he's the new face of the drug epidemic. All right, the so-called white man. He's strung out on opioids. All right. You can't. You're running out of money. All right. You guys can't find a good job. All right. Your son is a faggot. Your son is a so-called homosexual. All right. Your daughter's a slut. All right, you can't control your kids. All these curses that fell upon us are falling upon the so-called white man. All right, and that's the Lord doing it because of all the unrighteousness you guys have done, all the blood you guys shed. All right, and pretty soon you guys are going to go into slavery.
Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies. And on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Yep, and the so-called white man, he hates our nation. You can see that today. All you got to do is look in the news and look at a so-called black,
man. I love
Latino.
your nation.
Hey, but you guys are going to get punished as a whole, man.
Oh, we already getting punished.
Oh yeah, so you guys are going to have to.
You're absolutely right. I agree with you, but not all white, because I
Were you Irish?
I love all nations.
What are you?
I'm everything.
What's your father?
I'm Irish. I'm Italian. I'm English. I'm Dutch. I'm
nigga.
Hey, I'm a little everything. I'm a mix. I love everybody equally, bro.
You might be a Jake.
Yeah, he an Israelite. You an Israelite.
I love everybody, bro. I love everybody. I was raised that way.
2/3 of our people. I love everybody. Yep. After everybody has put hell upon these people, man, our people still, our 2/3 of our people are still
if you love God, you love everybody.
That's not true.
It is true.
That's not true.
It is true.
That's not true,
Because God says, love your brother as you love yourself. So if you love yourself and you love God, you love everybody. You don't see color. I don't see color, bro.
Where do you get the script?
Yeah, get the script.
You can get the script. I don't see color because I love people for who they are. It don't matter where you're from, bro.
Get Romans 9 and 13, man.
Yeah, Romans 9 and 13.
Bring it out.
Romans.
Read out them scriptures.
Psalm 139.
All right, because contrary to power of belief, we're not here for color. That's why the brother was saying so-called, man. All right, we're talking about two men in the Bible, Jacob and Esau. If you know anything about the scriptures.
Yes,
okay?
I do.
So Jacob and Esau, this is what the battle is about. Jacob being these people right here, with the name Jacob was changed to Israel,
right.
And Esau being the so-called white man. We call him so-called because he's really red. His blood show forth through his skin. He's a derivative of red, right? Pink. When he gets out into the sun, he burns up. So it's not about color. You got so-called white people, looking people. They really go back to these people right here. If it goes through the lineage.
Didn't God so love the world? He gave Jesus.
Okay, all right, good. Okay.
No, listen.
Hold on. No, that's John. What are you quoting from?
John 3:16.
John. Okay, what does John 3:17 say?
For Jesus did not come to condemn the world, but through him the world might be saved.
Okay, good. So that's good. So now, what does the word world mean? What does the word world mean? And what is?
You guys are
you going to deal righteously?
biased.
Can a so-called white man deal righteously? Can you make a point? Can you make a point? You're a so-called white man. You're Edomite. You're Edomite, okay?
You're a judgmental
No, we can judge everything, man.
Why are you running?
Why are you running? Why are you running,
Why
Esau?
are you running?
Why are you running, Esau?
I'm dusty.
Let's get the word.
Why are you running, Esau? You're the damn D. You're the devil that the Bible talks about, okay?
Once you deal like a man.
Get Romans
9 and 13.
Romans 9 and 13.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, yet Esau have I hated.
The Most High hates you so-called white people, okay? The Most High hates you so-called white people. Read it again. Read it again.
That's right. As it is written, Jacob have I loved.
Jacob is talking about the Israelites, okay? Jacob is talking about the 12 tribes of Israel. If you ain't on his side, you ain't an Israelite. Unless you look like a different nation. All right, you might be an Israelite foreigner. So the Lord said, Jacob have I loved. All right, go ahead.
But Esau have I hated.
Yeah, he is so-called devil, a so-called white man. He don't know the scriptures. Okay? What does the word world right there mean? Okay?
Yeah, I was looking it up.
Yep. Okay, what is get Isaiah 45
it goes
and
in the
17.
cosmos or the
40 Israel shall be saved with an everlasting 45 and 7.
45 17.
45 and
I got
17.
it for you.
Bring that out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh.
Yeah, Israel shall be saved in the Lord, man.
Yep.
You black, Hispanic, and Native American, the so-called white man is not going to be saved. What does he need to be saved from?
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
What the hell? So I can go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, we was brought up earlier, Hebrews 12 and 16. It ain't no repentance from Esau, man. So where the hell are you getting Esau is going to be saved, you know?
Yeah, here it is. You took over the whole planet Earth. You put our people in slavery. You slaughtered the Native American Indians. You slaughtered the Mexicans. Okay, you set up statutes commemorizing your feats of injustice. Okay, and then you're gonna say that God so loved the whole world. Okay, that's some bullshit, man.
I got another precept.
All right, bring it out.
This is John 4 and 22. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship.
Yeah, the Lord was talking to the woman at the well, okay?
Samaritan.
That's the Samaritan woman. When you know anything about the history of the Samaritans, and you can go into 2 Kings, the 17th chapter.
Yep.
Okay, read about that. All right?
Yep.
There were implants that got placed in our land. So they start calling themselves after our name, man. Okay, just like the so-called white man, he calls himself a child of God, a Gentile. Now Jesus Christ, the so-called white man, he's here to save everybody. Won't you gonna spew out your madness? Won't you bring out some scriptures? Won't you it says debate thy cause with thy neighbor, right? We're brothers, right? We are brothers, but Esau, Obadiah 10th chapter, Obadiah the 10th verse. Bring that out. Yeah, can finish that.
For salvation is of the Jews.
Yeah, salvation is of the Jews, meaning salvation is of the Israelites. Okay, that's the only, and he knows his red ass ain't gonna be saved from what? What does he need to be saved from? He's in his kingdom. He probably live in one of these hills off the seeing the coast of the water. All right, this is a very nice place.
Yeah. His daughter probably out with a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man right now.
Yep.
You know?
A couple of them.
A couple,
okay?
Yeah.
Doing who? We know what she's doing actually.
Easter egg hunting, you know? They leave her like that. Go ahead, I.
It's Obadiah 10. For thy violence against thy brother
Jacob. Romans
Jacob
13 and 10. Go ahead.
Shall shame cover thee.
That violence against thy brother Jacob. So you were once our brother, man. Okay, but you have broken. Get that? You have broken the brotherly covenant. Okay. Continue.
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
Yeah. So all so-called white people are going to be exterminated after 1,000 years of hardcore bondage. Like a white man like that, he gonna get exterminated. We gonna have to work him. We gonna have to work him till he just collapse, man.
Are you guys trying to be Christians?
We're not trying to be. We're the real Christians. What does the word Christian mean? What does the word Christian mean, white man?
Hey, man, look.
It means you believe in Jesus Christ.
Hey, man, you so-called white people, you have to get the hell out of here with that plantation Christianity.
That's right.
Right?
That's all you doing.
You conquered our people with that bullshit. It's over for that.
That's right.
Right,
Goddamn devils.
We ain't no church boys up here, man.
Just a sign.
No, just a sign.
Yeah, just at the
Just the
sign.
pictures. Yeah, just the pictures.
Just a sign.
A picture of the pictures. That's it.
Go ahead.
This is you got some more on that?
Yeah.
Romans chapter 13 and 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Yep. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. The so-called white man said he calls us his neighbor. But you didn't love us. Where's the slavery sign? There you go. Get a slavery sign up. Would you do this to your brother? Would you put your brother in slavery? Would you beat him? Would you experiment on their woman? Would you rape their children? Would you do that to your brother, Esau? Huh? You did that. All right. So now the shame. Your glory, there's shame for your glory, man. Like the scriptures talk about.
Shameful spewing.
Get that Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter.
Yep.
The shameful spewing on your glory. Yep. America was this great, glorious kingdom. He was able to hide all the artifacts. He was able to hide all the history. But now the history is being brought up that you were not our brother at that time. You treated us like we were below a human, 3/5 of a man. Okay, and this is all written down in your penal code. Everything is documented, so to speak.
And that just goes to show the hypocrisy of you devils. Cause what do they claim up saying? Oh, you guys are spewing hatred or racism. This is what this place was established off of, man. This is how you keep the society going.
Yep.
Through hatred, through racism, through lies.
Yeah, by institutionalized racism.
Yep.
Where we have a glass ceiling on how far we can go into the society.
Yep.
Okay. And if we want to go further into society, what do we have to do? We have to dribble a ball. We have to catch a football. Okay. We have to sing. We have to dance. Get Psalms 137.
You have to be a high-level entertainer.
You got it. That's the spirit.
You're
That's
right.
the spirit.
Right.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O
It's
Lord,
society.
the children of Edom.
Yeah, remember, oh Lord, the children of Edom. That's why we were saying earlier, this is about Jacob and Esau. The children of Edom are talking about the Edomites, the so-called white people.
Yeah, these damn devils, right?
Okay, these the devil that the Bible speaks of, because they're the reason why we call them the devil, and the Bible calls them the devil, is because they're the deceiver. They have deceived the whole world.
But not everybody. I mean, there's a lot of people that aren't like that though, too. You know what I mean?
Well, all Edomites are like
not
that.
everybody,
All right,
bro.
so that's Isaiah. All Edomites
I'm one
are
of
like
I ain't
that.
like that, bro.
Hold
You're
on.
not an Edomite
Yeah, you're not. More than likely, you're not an Edomite. You look like an Edomite.
I do.
You look like an Edomite.